it can be helpful to remind ourselves of our past accomplishments. Reflecting on the things we have already achieved can give us confidence and inspiration to keep moving forward. When facing difficulties, it's important to remember that it's okay to ask for help. We don't have to tackle challenges alone, and there are many people who are willing to support us. Remember that change is a constant in life. Instead of resisting it, try to embrace the change and see the possibilities it brings. When we feel unmotivated, it can be helpful to remind ourselves of our values and principles. Remember what's important to you and how it relates to your goals. Remember that success is not a final destination, but rather a continuous process of growth and development. Every small victory along the way is an opportunity to grow and learn. Sometimes, it can be helpful to change our perspective and see things in a different way. Try to see a challenge as an opportunity for learning or growth, instead of an obstacle. When facing difficulties, it's important to remind ourselves of our own courage and strength. We have already faced many challenges in the past and have the ability to overcome those that come in the future. Remember that motivation is not an infinite resource, and it's normal to feel unmotivated from time to time. Take time to care for yourself and recharge your energy. When we feel unmotivated, it can be helpful to set small, achievable goals and objectives. This can help us build momentum and regain motivation. Remember that comparison is the thief of joy. Instead of comparing yourself to others, try to focus on your own progress and success. When facing difficulties, it's important to remember that adversity can make us more resilient and strong. Try to see a challenge as an opportunity for personal growth. Remember that self-discipline is a key to success. Even when we're not motivated, we can commit to taking action to achieve our goals. Sometimes, it can be helpful to seek inspiration from other areas of life. Try to apply the lessons you've learned from a hobby or passion to your personal goals. When we feel unmotivated, it can be helpful to create a consistent and disciplined routine. This can help to build healthy habits and keep us on track. Remember that the journey to success is filled with ups and downs. Don't give up when faced with an obstacle, instead try to find a creative solution to overcome it. Sometimes we may feel discouraged due to external circumstances, but it's important to remember that we have the power to choose how to respond to those circumstances. When facing a challenge, it can be helpful to break the problem down into smaller parts and tackle them one at a time. Remember that failure is not the opposite of success, but an integral part of the process. Every failure is an opportunity to learn and grow. Sometimes we may feel unmotivated because our goals seem too far away. It's important to remember that small steps can lead to big accomplishments. When facing challenges, it can be helpful to focus on what we can control, instead of worrying about things that are beyond our control. Remember that persistence is key to success. Even when faced with difficulties, we should keep striving. Sometimes we may feel discouraged because we're comparing ourselves to others. Remember that every person has their own path and pace. When facing a challenge, it can be helpful to remember that other people have already overcome similar challenges. We can draw inspiration from their stories and strategies. Remember that gratitude can be a powerful tool for overcoming discouragement. Focus on the things you're grateful for and let that motivate you. Sometimes we may feel unmotivated because we don't see immediate results. Remember that success is a gradual process and requires patience and persistence. When facing difficulties, it can be helpful to remember that failure is temporary. We should keep trying and learn from our mistakes. Remember that you are capable of overcoming challenges and difficulties. Trust in yourself and your abilities. Sometimes we may feel discouraged because we're overwhelmed. It's important to take time to rest and take care of ourselves. When facing a challenge, it can be helpful to remember that resilience is a skill that can be developed. We should keep practicing it. Remember that self-compassion can be a powerful tool for overcoming discouragement. Treat yourself with kindness and compassion. Sometimes we may feel unmotivated because we've lost sight of our goals. It's important to remind ourselves of them and focus on our purpose. When facing difficulties, it can be helpful to remember that it's normal to feel discouraged sometimes. We should accept these feelings and keep striving. Effective way to overcome challenges. Don't be afraid to ask for help and work as a team. Sometimes we may feel discouraged because we're stuck in our comfort zone. It's important to step out of our comfort zone and try new things. When facing a challenge, it can be helpful to remember that self-discipline is key to success. We should commit to our goals and work hard to achieve them. Remember that change is a natural part of life. Sometimes we need to adapt and change our approach to overcome challenges. Sometimes we may feel unmotivated because we're focused on the negative aspects of the situation. It's important to look for the positive side and. Did you like these messages? So leave your like and subscribe to our channel to receive more messages like these. Thank you very much.